Hey, come see us live. We're doing our Rumble Time show September 27th in Los Angeles. We'll be in Tempe, Arizona, and we'll be in Burbank, California. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. So this was a little disappointing. Immediately after the assassination attempt on President Trump, MSNBC snapped into blaming him for it.
Nice.
It's nice. What you want? Well, let's listen. Here's what happened.
Yeah. Do you expect there to be calls from within the Trump campaign to do that? Because he's going to reach out to his supporters and say, let's take this down. We do not know, again, the source of any gunshot or gunshots. We don't know who's responsible for this. The whole thing has yet to be 100% confirmed from start to finish how this all played out. But do you expect to hear anything from the Trump campaign about toning down the rhetoric, toning down the violence, or would that be atypical of the former president?
Oh, yeah. Hey, by the way, also, what was Trump wearing? Maybe he brought that assassination attempt on himself. Maybe he was wearing something a little too short. Maybe he wasn't wearing underwear.
He goes around like a slut.
And that, of course, that's what America's wondering right at that moment. Hey, will Donald Trump tone down the violence being used against him? Obviously. So let's.
Well, Alex, remember back to the assassination attempt on President Trump's life and how, there was talk of a new tone, and then the Republican convention was, by Trumpian standards, muted, and it did seem like he was, just trying to take it down a few notches, but then by the end of his convention speech, we were kind of back to where we started. So I don't know how long this could, this moment of unity for the country where we come together and we say, I don't want any political opposition to be under threat of violence. It's not okay. Any threat of violence, we don't want. I would love for us to have a unity type moment, but I think it's probably going to be pretty fleeting, as we've seen in the past.
So by MSNBC standards, unity means completely going along with the mainstream and taking a dump on everybody else outside of that narrow cabal of control. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Even
it.
if you can't afford to heat your home or whatever, probably going through that they couldn't give less of a shit about.
Wait till you hear this. So you see that. Wait till you hear what this guy says. This is, of course, Joyanne Reed brings this guy on. Well, listen to this.
Also to do things, Ellie, that one would think are career-ending. The way he desecrated Arlington National Cemetery would be career-ending for a normal politician. His constant lies. But even this piece about saying, well, my building was the tallest until, they brought down the World Trade Center. Now it's the second tall. I mean, everything he does is despicable.
Oh, that is despicable. You mean Trump said that his building was taller than the... But that is terrible that he said that. I mean, not as terrible as Dick Cheney being behind 9/11, but still, it's really bad.
It's despicable.
It's despicable. And now she throws
a cartoon character.
Now she's going to throw it over to Toilet Brush Head. And let's hear what he has to say.
The reason why it doesn't end his career is because his supporters are just as despicable. All right, like.
Unity!
Daffy Duck.
Unity!
Despicable.
Despicable. They's despicable.
Like when Daffy Duck would get his bill shot backwards on his thing.
Despicable. These are the people. So he's doing the deplorables moment. Half the country are despicable. Donald Trump got more votes than any other incumbent president in history. And so he's calling half the country despicable. That's what they do. That's the big brain inside Toilet Brush Head right there. Half the country. Here we go.
Second tall. I mean, everything he does is despicable.
The reason why it doesn't end his career is because his supporters are just as despicable.
Despicable. Despicable. Despicable. By the way, what color is that shirt he's wearing? Is it ham? What is the color?
Does this come in ham? Does this shirt come in ham? Yes.
Does this shirt come in ham?
Like Trump's whole thing, he's a narcissist, right? And so his whole
Unlike
thing
you.
is to have a complete lack of compassion and empathy for everybody else. It's
But you just have it for half the country,
Yeah.
right? I just
Trump's
have.
a narcissist.
I'm not yes.
A guy with that haircut who thinks he looks good in ham is not a narcissist.
So he's pointing. So when you point the finger, you have three pointing back. That's exactly what he's doing. He's anyway. Here we go. He's got more to say.
Oh, he
all
should
about
switch
him.
his
That's
hair.
why he-
What's that?
Him and Joyanne Reed should switch.
They should switch hair.
I just had a great idea. Yeah.
lies about 9/11. It's all about him, me. He's probably the least compassionate president we've had in 200 years since Andrew Jackson. And it works for him because his supporters are just as ungenerous and have just as little compassion and empathy for others. So when he is seen out there, essentially, as you guys have put it, desecrating our national symbols, when he is seen out there putting himself above all else, his supporters also want that to be the case. They want to do that in their own lives. That's how they think of themselves. And that's why it never hurts Trump when he takes these crass and classless actions. It's because his supporters think that being crass and classless is actually kind of cool.
Also, to do things.
Are you kidding?
So-
He's actually saying the appeal of Trump correctly at the end of that.
So this is a guy trying to say he's not a narcissist. He's compassionate, unlike Trump, as he completely shits on half the country. So
he's saying all these people think that they're going to rise up, these dirty peasants.
Yes.
Even though they're classless and crass.
the crass and
They like old Howard Stern and not new Howard Stern.
yes. And that's why it's important to remind more than half the country, by a large measure, that they are as despicable as the candidate they've chosen, because they're all about unity and lifting people up.
Well, there's no way half the country is watching MSNBC or this.
But he's referring
broccoli
to
here.
yeah. If only we could somehow harness the infinite power of hypocrisy, we could open portals to a better world. Call me a dreamer. Actually, don't call me.
Yeah, I think they did that. They opened a portal to hell, is what I think.
Here's an actual. This is Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. Listen to
one of my favorites.
Listen to what she says. I loved her on Miami Vice, but here she is.
Right now, I feel like MAGA in general, they are threats to us domestically. And we see it time and time again. And I think that's why you see so many national leaders, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, coming together to say there is only one person qualified to be the commander in chief, and that is Kamala Harris.
No question.
Right now, right now, I feel like MAGA in general, they are threats.
I feel like MAGA is being a butch body bitch, just like that other butch body bitch who I called a butch body bitch. Remember when she did that?
Yeah.
Right now, I feel like MAGA in general, they are threats to us domestically. And we see it time and time again. And I think that's why you see so many national leaders, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, coming together to say there is only one person qualified to be the commander in chief, and that is Kamala Harris.
No question.
Right now,
Oh, I want Jen Psaki, everyone on this channel, put in a new Guantanamo on the moon.
I don't know. These talking heads, they should form a different union from SAG. They should call it LAG, Lying Accomplishments Guild. What do you want? We're striving for better working conditions for media propagandists. When do we want it? Actually, we've already got it. Never mind. So there you go. That's them being better than Trump, calling half the country pieces of shit. That's how they're better than Trump.
Trump, tone down the rhetoric. You're going to get yourself killed.
Hey, we all have two ages, our true age and our biological age. Our biological age suggests how healthy or unhealthy we are inside. You want your bio age years younger than your true age. And let me tell you how Field of Greens is helping everyone do that. A medical test can reveal your body's biological age, which can show if you are aging prematurely. Better nutrition has been shown to reverse one's biological age. My hope of living longer and healthier is why I take Field of Greens. Field of Greens is an organic superfood, fruit and vegetable drink. Unlike any other, it's serious nutrition. Listen to this. Field of Greens was approved for a university study that doctors believe may lower your biological age. That generally means better health. Each fruit and vegetable in Field of Greens was selected by doctors to support vital bodily functions like heart, liver, kidneys, metabolism, and immune system. Only Field of Greens is backed by the Better Health Promise. What's that? At your next physical or checkup, your doctor will notice your improved health or your money back. I don't know how you get better than that. It's kind of amazing. So join in getting better health with 15% off and free shipping. Visit fieldofgreens.com and use the promo code Jimmy. That's promo code Jimmy at fieldofgreens.com, fieldofgreens.com. Hey, come see us live. We're doing our Rumble Time show September 27th in Los Angeles. We'll be in Tempe, Arizona, and we'll be in Burbank, California. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.